The air is getting chilly. The snow is beginning to fall. The hot chocolate is brewing. Unless you still live on Earth, then, well, climate change. It's about time that I sit down and talk about a Christmas movie that I love a lot. One you've likely never heard of. The Night Before Christmas. This movie is all about a knight from the 1300s who gets transported to modern day through magic and falls in love with a science teacher at Christmas time. Aww. And while the plot seems pretty standard for a Christmas movie, it's hiding a big secret. I've turned observations into facts, researched for hundreds of seconds, and even got a very real interview revealing the screenwriter's true intentions. The secret is that The Night Before Christmas is in fact a Fire Emblem movie. This is the Fire Emblem Christmas movie you never knew about. "2019 was a massive year for Fire Emblem with the release of Fire Emblem Three Houses, the game that took the world by storm, and by world I mean 3 million people. But the developers of Fire Emblem Intelligent Systems had a secret so hush-hush that they didn't even know about it. A Netflix film. Video game adaptations have flooded Netflix in recent years. Castlevania, League of Legends, The Witcher, and so many more. Fire Emblem was next on the list, and that was The Night Before Christmas. This movie had some iconic names attached to it. There was Monica Mitchell and Kara J. Russell of Hallmark Channel fame, the perfect director-writer combo for this project because Fire Emblem stories are never more complex than a Hallmark movie's plot. The star of this movie was Josh Whitehouse, who was previously known for Alley Cats and Northern Soul. Okay, he hasn't been in much, but he's handsome and he's British and he's nice to look at, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Starring opposite of British Boy was Vanessa Hudgens, the High School Musical legend, the Disney Channel icon, and most importantly, a massive Fire Emblem fan.
What is your advice for playing Fire Emblem?
Yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but inevitable?
With this crew, The Night Before Christmas was made. So let's break down this film and discover its Fire Emblem DNA. A wide sea of brisk powder covers the once green earth, which many men covered in armor once trotted over on steeds. Let me just change this real quick. Okay, that's better. Wait, wait, that's a lot of horses. Let me fix this. They got Lagoos in this movie? Now that's a deep cut.
Fear the only way to be the victor is to divide and conquer. I will flank west to capture the hall. I shall attack from the east. I'll meet you at the tower. Indeed.
Ah, yes, this conversation right here sounds like me talking to myself whenever I play Fire Emblem.
I will flank west to capture the hall. I shall attack from the east. I'll meet you at the tower. Indeed.
Ohio? Okay, now I know this is fiction. Our main character is Brooke, the science teacher. Wait, teacher? Brooke overhears talking to one of her students, a teenage girl who just got broken up with. Violet says that love is fake, and that her student should focus on her studies so that she can be better at Fire Emblem.
Let's not let this guy mess up your near-perfect GPA. Okay?
You're right.
The girl probably doesn't even do warp strats in Thracia. Fucking casual. And now this isn't in the movie, but just as a general rule, a life tip, some might say, a person should always choose Fire Emblem over love. What's going to last longer? The Fire Emblem franchise or your significant other? That's right, Fire Emblem. Who is going to always be there for you? That's right, Fire Emblem. Hold on to your virginity. Brooke's sister calls her up and asks if she can take her daughter to the Christmas Castle. I've never heard of the Christmas Castle, but I've heard of the Christmas Nights. Back in Europe land 700 years ago, yes, 700, our Fire Emblem Lord is in the woods looking for the Blagoos when he comes across an old woman.
We must get you out of the cold. You can ride my horse. I'll lead the way.
And despite his kindness, she uses dark magic on him to send him to the modern world.
Heed this warning.
Is that the Fire Emblem? Dark magician? Medieval world? Oh yeah, she's the Garneth who summons dragons.
Flying steel dragons and horses.
Dragons! Luckily for our protagonist Brooke, our knight is teleported to the Christmas castle right when she was there. Fate.
Can we take a selfie? Thank you.
Oh, I keep
What would you like for Christmas this year, young lady?
Can you bring my Aunt Brooke a new boyfriend? Someone really nice. He won't cheat on her.
Where did that come from?
Flying steel dragon.
Dragon? Gee, I really hope Brooke and this knight have a really quirky, neat, cute, kind of like Soren and Ike did. Oh. The cop takes our knight to the hospital and Brooke follows because she feels bad she nearly committed vehicular manslaughter. The hospital says, oh, he seems fine, he just thinks he's in the 1300s, but that'll go away in time. You know, silly brain damage is so quirky, ha ha ha. Why did they give him his sword back? He has brain damage according to the... not even a vulnerary to go with it?
Your dad would be proud. We miss him on the force.
Thanks.
Well, wait, pump the brakes. We got a dead parent. Oh my god, it's Fire Emblem.
You are not sleeping under a tree when I have an empty guest house you can stay in.
No, Brooke, I don't think that's a good idea.
It will be fine.
So Brooke wants the stranger to stay with her. She has a spare guest house. And she's like, hey, you can stay in the guest house despite your condition where you think you're in the 1300s and you have a sword, a literal weapon. This is a terrible decision only a Fire Emblem main character would make. What's next? Is she going to give the dark magician lady a sacred stone? Oh boy, imagine that happening.
Do you want to listen to some music? Here.
You should be nice and cozy.
Oh, this is the Fates remake we've been waiting for.
A real douche.
I'm so sorry, is that a shirtless man? Fire Emblem would never.
Delicious. Another one, wench.
Whoa. Okay, Sir Cole, that's kind of an offensive term.
So here we are at the restaurant with our favorite character screaming slurs at innocent customer service workers. Great, love it. But in this diner, Brooke's ex is also here. Cole, who, I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce his name. Cole, who is our knight, by the way. His name is Cole. You know, like the fucking rocks you got under the tree that one year because you were a real little shit to your parents? Yeah, so Cole gets mad and almost crits him.
He cheated on me with the wench sitting across from him.
And perhaps he deserves more than a show of appreciation.
No, sit down. You can't do that. Stop.
But he doesn't kill him, so it's okay, no worries. You know, a Fire Emblem character showing up in our modern world, it makes me think, how do you think Marth Fire Emblem would react to modern day technology?
Lady Alexa, play.
Fire Emblem Heroes.
Playing Fire Emblem Heroes music.
I just missed 3 90s and died to a 5. Good. Yeah, but Arvis gave us a silver sword. That's a good guy. Player phase, enemy phase, it doesn't matter. Somebody's getting squished. Edelgard did nothing wrong. I wonder when we're gonna get a shield pulse seal. This is the greatest character of all time. She has no flaws.
So we're 30 minutes into this film, and I think we're all pretty convinced that it's a Fire Emblem film. The love interest, the knight, the dead parents.
But
I needed to confirm these suspicions, so I got in contact with someone who worked on this movie. They wish to stay anonymous, so we will make their voice deeper and unrecognizable, and along with making them a silhouette. So here are the words from our source. Listen closely.
I was on set and I kept noticing comparisons to Fire Emblem, but I thought it was all in my head. Until one day, the writer got a text before a scene, and her text tone was the level up sound from Fire Emblem. That was the first red flag.
This is the lightest evidence we have. There's more, but we're not ready to discuss everything. So let's keep just watching the movie.
What do you think of these awesome new threads? They're straight fire. Modern technology is lit AF.
Listening to that took off 8 years of my pathetic life.
I moved home after she got sick, and my dad passed away a few months after she did.
More evidence! Anyways, this is just the part of the movie where Brooke and Cole really start to fall for each other. You know, opening up to one another, binge watching shows together, getting a Christmas tree together.
Brooke, I was wondering if you might be so gallant as to lend me your steed.
My car? So you remember how to drive?
Certainly.
I am so sorry. Is Cole the man actually from the 1300s? And the man she's just met literally within the last 72 hours asking Brooke to drive her car? There's no way she'd let him.
Okay, I guess. Do you know where you're going?
Not exactly.
We'll be fine. It's fine.
Interesting maneuver.
This movie is so trash. Cole drives to the Christmas castle to find the old crone because when he was first there, he caught a glimpse of her. But no luck. He does not find her. The cop from the beginning calls up Brooke and is all like, "Hey yo, your man, your cosplay buddy, he drove your car. Why would you do that, Brooke? What the f*** is wrong with you?" Imagine if Dimitri Fire Emblem just came up to you and asked, "Can I drive your car?" You would say no, right? Right? Please, Dimitri fans, I'm begging you, please.
Fighting dragons or pulling magic swords out of the stone?
Okay, this is the third time they've brought up dragons. Like, yes, dragons are associated with medieval Europe, so of course dragons are going to be brought up. But, do you know what else they're associated with? That's right, Fire Emblem. Clearly, Cole is going to end up going back in time to fight a dragon. They can't just bring up dragon this much and not have a dragon. I'm predicting this.
Can girls be knights?
Girls can be whatever they want to be.
Brooke, you shouldn't lie like that, because they can't be grapplers in Fodlan. Anyway, this next day, Brooke's sister comes over with her daughter and they hang out. Then her sister says the wildest thing.
Aside from the fact that he believes that he's a knight from the 14th century, I'd say Cole's the whole package.
Oh, that takes me back because, you know, my ex's sister said that same thing about me once, except instead of saying, oh, except for the knight thing, she said, except for the Fire Emblem thing.
Time to say goodnight to the good night. Thank you.
You know, I can't really blame anyone for playing Fire Emblem for the romance. I mean, it shoved the series into the mainstream. Without the romance, not as many people would have played it. Maybe one specific person. The writer. And speaking of our writer, we have to go back to our anonymous source, who has another big piece of evidence proving that this is indeed a Fire Emblem movie.
One Tuesday, I was told to get the writer and some other cast members some coffee. I got the orders and went to the nearest Starbucks. When I told the barista the writer's order, venti pumpkin spice latte with breve milk and 4 pumps of vanilla, I could tell by the barista's smile that she recognized the order, and even though I gave her my name for the coffee, she wrote Edelgard on the cup of coffee for the writer of the movie. Reminder that the writer was the woman who had the Fire Emblem Level Up jingle as her text tone.
We have unearthed one more piece of evidence for you today, but we're not ready yet. Let's wait until the end of this cinematic masterpiece.
But the dough will fail to rise if you continue to wrest it like a dragon slayer.
Excuse me. Hi. Hi. What do we have here?
Fire Emblem fans, dude. God.
Actually, just popped by to see if you were free tonight to do some Christmas caroling with friends.
It is an honor. I must respectfully decline.
Another time, perhaps?
Perhaps. Lady Allison seems to have you green with envy.
Okay, first off, she ain't no lady. In high school, she was voted biggest flirt.
Ah, yeah, screw her, Brooke. I bet she only plays Fire Emblem for the romance. Gross! You gatekeeper? Okay, so we're almost an hour into this interesting film about a night in modern day, and now they're just kind of shoving this new thing on us, like Christmas is all about giving, and this whole side story about giving gifts to those in need the most. Like, that's cool. I like that theme in my Christmas movies. All I'm saying is that it's just kind of weird that we're introducing this with only 30 minutes left in the film. We've spent an hour lollygagging about, and this just kind of comes out of nowhere. But it's okay. You know why? Because he's got a lute.
And learn to play the lute. I could be stuck here forever.
Would that be so bad?
I might have thought so before.
Evan, you're home!
Yes.
Back at the Christmas castle.
I don't understand. Why are we here? I've been here twice already, and both times come up empty.
Maybe you just need a fresh set of eyes.
Hello. I'm just on my way to get one of those.
Oh, you should. They're delicious. He loves them.
Pickpocket! Stop thief! Quick, let me go. Return the lady's purse or suffer the consequences.
Take it.
Ooh, it can't be a Fire Emblem without a thief.
Do you understand your rights if they've been read to you?
Yeah, just keep that crazy sword guy away from me.
You know, you should consider joining the force.
It would be an honor to ride and serve alongside you.
I wish we had a Christmas tree like this.
Yeah, but what's the best thing under any Christmas tree?
Love.
I bet these losers started with Awakening. It's all about strategy, not love. Now I'm the one gatekeeping. So here we are at this charity banquet that Brooke's family has done for decades. I guess they didn't want to mention this in the past 70 minutes, but they just brought it up now. It came out of nowhere. Why is this a thing? Like, cool, but why? Where? Ha! This whole gift charity giving theme is definitely not a Fire Emblem thing. Like, there is no giving and gifting in Fire Emblem. I mean, unless you count trading, but that's a stretch, that's a reach, and I'm only going to point out things that are facts and confirmed facts in this video. So I can't just say this is because of trading. My guess is that Netflix likely asked the writer to add it to the script last minute, you know, or maybe it was used for filler. But, although, forcing in random plot points is a Fire Emblem staple, so maybe this was intentional.
From what I gather, it's bad luck if a couple don't kiss once they find themselves underneath it.
Oh, well, it's probably just some silly old wives' tale.
But why risk it?
Is that the Fire Emblem?
Cole, your medallion.
The old crone.
What does it mean?
That means we must go. Come, quick, take me to your trusty steed. This is where I arrived, so it must be my way back.
Back where?
Well, back to my home.
Oh my god, now he's going to go back and kill Garnov and fight a dragon? Oh, it's gonna happen! We've been waiting for this!
Cole? Cole?
But first we had to deal with Brooke crying. Stop crying, he's saving the world! Remember that student from the beginning of the movie? The one who lost her boyfriend and Byleth told her to stop focusing on love and focus more on Fire Emblem? Yeah, she's back. And her boyfriend asked for her back, probably because he was a lonely guy during Christmas, and she said no. She finally became a Fire Emblem player. But then Brooke says...
Paige, I was wrong.
But you said...
No, not about your goals, that's good. But about true love. It does exist.
Really?
That's pretty damn toxic and terrible for you to do to one of your students. And what the hell, girl? What are you doing? We never see the student again. Not for the rest of the movie. What do you think she's thinking? Like, damn, Professor Byleth is a real complicated bitch. I shouldn't take advice from her anymore.
Okay. Merry Christmas, Miss Winters.
Merry Christmas to you too, Paige.
Lonely as I can be so.
This is the worst song I've ever heard, and I've listened to all of Fire Emblem and the Binding Blade soundtrack.
Brother? Jeffrey.
Your horse returned without you days ago. I mean, we searched and searched, but feared you were lost in the storm.
I was, yes, lost. If I may offer you some advice.
By all means.
Be kind to all you meet. It was a crone who urged me to seek my quest with my heart. And a true knight could emerge.
And are you a true knight?
I am.
Huzzah! Then let us celebrate over a tankard of ale.
Whoa, wait, Cole, hold on. Do not praise the Dark Sorcerer who sent you to 2019. You have to kill her, and then kill her dragon she summons. Don't... No.
It's love. I beg thee, crone. Whatever it is that you desire, I will do. If you help me return to my truest love.
Kill her. Cole? No. No.
Please.
No. Where's my dragon fight? We've been robbed.
The lady.
Well, Cole has returned to the present for good. I guess it's going down in history that Sir Cole just randomly disappeared one day, never to be seen again.
But you are my quest.
I'm sorry, objectification.
Yes.
What'll you do here?
Well, perhaps I'll join Officer Stevens in his order of present-day knights.
Hey. No.
Hi, Sherwin.
Hello.
Want to come for a ride?
Sure.
You truly are a handsome young knight.
Oh my god, they really thought this was going to be a franchise. 3 years later and still no sequel. I really need a sequel to this movie, I don't know. It's a masterpiece. It's wonderful, and it represents Fire Emblem in all the right ways. The movie may be over, But the mystery isn't. Did the writer intentionally make this a Fire Emblem movie? We have seen it all from start to finish. This is Fire Emblem through and through. Did she know? Well, thankfully, our anonymous source has our final clue.
It was the third day on set. We were shooting a scene at the Christmas castle. The writer was on set and she was on her phone. During a tender moment between Brooke and Cole, it was quiet. Suddenly,
Fire Emblem Heroes!
The actors and everyone on set looked to the writer. She was playing the hit mobile gacha game Fire Emblem Heroes. She apologized and they did the scene again. But that's when I knew the horrible truth. I was working on a film written by a f***ing Fire Emblem fan.
Case closed. The Night Before Christmas is the Fire Emblem Christmas movie you never knew.
Lady Alexa, play Deck the Halls.
Oh man, I love spreading misinformation on the internet. Oh boy.